I'm Bishop John. Greetings once again from St. Paul's Commons. Here you see a group photo taken in 2008 at the last Lambeth Conference of the Worldwide Anglican Communion. Looking closer, you'll see Bishops Bruno, Taunton, Anderson, and Carranza. Bishops Bruce and Glasspool hadn't quite been elected yet. Starting this week and throughout early August, after 4 years' delay, because of church politics first of all, and then because of the pandemic, most of the world's communion bishops are meeting at Canterbury once again. I'll be there doing my best to represent the diocese I serve and love. This year's class photo will be far more diverse than the last one, thanks in large part to all the women and people of color recently elected as bishops in our Episcopal Church. What won't change this year, I fear, is the difficulty of some of our conversations about equity and justice in the Church of Christ for all people, regardless of orientation and identification. Though it's a largely settled question in the Episcopal Church, we may well still find ourselves in the minority on the global level, just as we do in the broader Christian community in the United States. In global and national Christendom, standing up for Christ's radical inclusion can be hard. We often experience the same disagreements and tensions in our conversations with Christians from other denominations in our own communities and neighborhoods, even in our own families and workplace circles. We always want to do our best to shine the light of justice and love, to say over and over again, Christ and the Episcopal Church welcome you, however God has fashioned you, in the image of God's infinite and beautiful diversity. But it can be isolating to do this ministry of inclusion. Our world is experiencing the agonies of war, polarization, gun violence, prejudice, economic anxiety, and mounting anger. Our politics is increasingly based on scapegoating, which is another word for saying we blame the weakest among us for our problems. It sometimes feels as though the world wants to smother the light of Christ's love with a bushel basket. Bushel baskets come in all shapes and sizes. If we're helping run a mission or a parish, if money's tight, not as many folks are coming back to church as we might like, we might be tempted to think that we're on the wrong track, that we're doing our ministry the wrong way. That's just a bushel basket coming down, trying to dim the light of Christ in you. You're not on the wrong track. You're helping lead us all along the right track, the sometimes rocky and twisting road that bends inevitably toward justice and the promised land. One way we can help one another get there is by supporting the One Body and One Spirit annual appeal, which enables us to make grants to institutions that need help with unexpected expenses, to lift a little bit of the burden of financial dread we all feel sometimes, to lift the bushel basket and let Christ's light shine in again. As of Lambeth Week, thanks to your amazing generosity, people of God, we are within shouting distance of raising $200,000 in this season of the appeal already. Bushel baskets, beware. Go to ladiocese.org, make your annual appeal gift today. We make it easy. We even take Apple Pay now. Find me on Facebook for all the Lambeth news, and have a blessed, safe, restful summer.